Hey guys, got Richard here with, check this out.
Man.
I brought this in just for his BMW S1000 RR M Edition. You know that beautiful S1000 that's all tricked out that I was showing off here in the store? Yeah, look at this. That bike is going to my shipping manager, Richard,
Oh yes.
to complete his collection of insanely beautiful, nice bikes. And, well, it just had to be a little bit more exotic. So this is the STM slipper clutch. As you can see, you can pick the colors. We did a silver outer along with a black top. It's just gorgeous. Can't wait to install this. Part number on this kit, I believe it's KTT 2700. Right there you can see. These are available on our website. Yeah, there's a lot of metal there. It's
There's a lot of metal.
I mean, like, just that flywheel is not exactly light. Slipper clutch, all the plates. You know, we'll have to compare it to the original, but super cool item, available at Bellissimoto. Get yours today. All right, Richard's STM dry clutch conversion kit has arrived, so his BMW S1000RR M Edition has also arrived. It is here in the store on the lift and getting ready for a beautiful installation. What are we installing? One more time, it is this super cool STM dry clutch conversion kit. And check it out. The instructions are on this little flash drive. Really neat how they do it. Can't wait to show you this installed. We'll have a sound clip for you. We'll have a video. We'll show it off. And hopefully 1 or 2 days from now, we'll have some really nice ride reviews as well. We've used these clutches before on other bikes. They usually perform very well, but gotta admit the truth, we've never put one on a BMW S1000RR before. We're kind of looking forward to this installation, and really we're looking forward to using it. Anyhow, these instructions are super cool. Just walks you through every step, every stage. Very nice. STM, well done. We appreciate what you've done here. Not only do we appreciate, I'm sure all of our customers are going to be quite happy with this easy step-by-step photographic installation guide. Chasing a little extra performance in your BMW S1000RR or M1000RR, even S1000R or XR. Doesn't really matter. If you've got one of these BMW leader bike platforms, I've got an STM Evoluzione dry slipper clutch kit for you. And just check it out. This thing is so small, it's so light, it's super cool, and you get to see it now. You're going to see the operation of it while it's in use. It's just, once again, super cool, but it's also extra light. Just look at it compared to the original. This is the opposite of light. The STM is definitely light. We put them both on the scale. The STM was 5 ounces lighter than the original, and that's the complete assembly, but the complete assembly also includes this billet aluminum basket of sorts. It's not really the basket, it's kind of a engine case cover to allow the dry clutch operation. And with that, you're adding about 6 ounces of metal, but that's not rotating weight. This is rotating weight, and this is significantly lighter than the original rotating mass found here. So your bike is going to spool up faster, rev up faster. That motor's just going to feel a lot more lively, and that means you're going to go faster. So if you want to go faster, you know where to go. Bellissimoto. Okay guys, we have removed the original clutch, and we have installed only the spacer from STM, which is right there. That little black spacer. That has been installed. We've greased and reinstalled the original gasket on the outside, and we've made sure to keep the crank out of the way to allow the flywheel to slide in. You also have to have these two guides lined up to allow this to slide in. All right, here we go. It's not always the smoothest process, but we'll see how this one works. And if it doesn't go well, I'll edit this part of the video out. But not so bad. What do you know? You get to see this after all. When you're installing that flywheel, you have to have it pushed all the way back so those grooves, which you can't see, they're on the back side, are fully engaged. And you'll know when they're fully engaged because you can see right here that those teeth are flush. That's exactly how you want them. And go ahead, spin that motor. We're going to see the chain on that water pump turn. Oh yeah, see, perfect. That is what you are supposed to see. So, one more step of this installation process is complete. On to the next one. Okay, what Irish was doing there was pressing in that black seal right there. That needs to be fully seated. And then another spacer is about to go in. And grease it up. Bingo.
It's the dry clutch, so I don't want this crap getting on the clutch.
Nope. Alright, time for the cover. Now this is not the clutch cover, this is the engine case cover. And this, along with that final large black seal, is what allows the, well, the conversion from wet to dry. That keeps all the oil on the inside. Now on the outside we're going to bolt the basket on, and then the clutch will actually be installed with the hub and the plates. So stay tuned. This isn't that hard, doesn't take that long, and it's pretty cool, pretty fun.
These are all torquing.
That looks pretty good. That's crazy.
Gotta torque down your hardware on an install like this. Those bolts are Pro-Tie titanium. Only the best. I mean, what would you expect? You can see we've got the basket in there already as well. It's about to be bolted on. It's just set in place at the moment.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I can't believe this is getting a dry clutch before the Ducati.
It's going to be the Bimcot.
Would have never thought.
That is funny.
I
Your
would've never
V4,
thought.
still no dry clutch. Your S1000. About to be dry clutched out.
Yeah, soon.
Alright. Now we gotta torque those basket bolts using our beta torque wrench. Guys, the beta tools, just like you see in F1 and MotoGP, used by some of the best teams in the world. Yep, you can get those on our website as well. But one more step in the assembly complete. Next up goes the actual clutch. Alright guys, basket is fully torqued. Now we've got the hub and the plates. It's always a challenge, but look at that. We're going to try to just line it up and slide it all in at once. Yeah, not surprising. Got to do a little massaging. Hey, all in all, this install does not take that much time. It's really not that bad. The bike has been on the lift for a total time of about 2 hours, and that's total. We removed the original clutch. We've got this clutch almost fully installed. So now, let's see here, right? Let's get to it. We also had to customize some hardware in the meantime. Those blue Pro-Tie bolts, what we had on stock was a little long, so we had to cut down about 10 titanium bolts, which takes a few moments as well. So all in all, this process, you know, for a trained mechanic, doesn't take that long, which means don't let your BMW dealer charge you 4, 5, 6 hours. You know, keep it at 3. So, yeah, my mechanic, he's just nodding his head. He's like, yes, exactly. So, pay for 3 hours labor, and that's all. While I was talking, hopefully you noticed what he was doing. He installed the spider spring and an additional spacer. Right, STM did not do us any favors, as they failed to include the tool to tighten this, to hold this inner basket. Now, you always have to buy the STM main clutch hub holding tool. For this clutch, you need the UTL 0030 available on our website, in stock pretty much at all times. However, this little steel tool we custom made by having 2 rear wheel axle nuts welded together, because you need a 36mm Allen, and I don't happen to have any of those hanging around the shop. Anyhow, we had that done. Cost a little $40 at a local fabricator, and now we've got our STM tool. We just have to line that up, butt it up against something solid, and we can torque down the main clutch hub on this bike. 150 Newton meters is the proper torque. Beautiful. All right, next. Okay, after you've torqued that down, you have to remove the dummy plug, that little brass filler. We screwed a screw in there just to make it easy to pop it out. Then we're going to pop the new one in. Now, you'll see the difference right away. The new one has 2 O-rings on it. It's made specifically to stop any oil from coming through the center of that clutch. Yes, sir. Little snap ring on there. There you go. Bingo, fully seated, ready for the next step, which is the pressure plate center ring. Cool. Awesome little piece from STM. Yep, get that O-ring seated on the back.
O-rings just to keep it from slapping around.
That's different, actually. Sorry. I'm used to the Ducati clutch where the push rod comes through the motor. This, the push rod is actually on the outside and it pulls rather than pushes. It's kind of unique. Yes, to all of my Ducati fans and followers who've installed and removed and replaced dozens of dry clutches over the years, this is similar yet different. You know, it's pretty much the same mechanism right up until you get to this outer pressure plate and how it's actually, well, how it's actuated. So, notice that O-ring is on the outside. Notice that you have a rod on the outside. Quite a bit different, but then again, this is a cable clutch, not a hydraulic clutch. And, you know, it's not a Ducati. So you shouldn't expect it to be exactly like a Ducati anyhow. Might sound like one in just a few moments, though. Always want to finish those little bolts off by hand.
There's a special spring washer on them.
Alright, so this is the backside of the STM dry clutch cover. As you can see, that push rod is the original BMW push rod. You just remove it from the original clutch cover and install it into this one. Kind of cool how they put it on display like that. A little bit of grease.
Hold it and put these in.
Sure.
Because if you don't,
Guys, if the video looks clearer now, the lens was a little dirty, a little smudged. Sorry. Fix that now. Anyhow, this installation is just about finished, and it looks phenomenal. If you have a BMW S1000RR and you don't have a dry slipper clutch, well then, just sell the bike. You don't deserve it. It shouldn't be yours, because this is too cool not to have. Gilles sliders, Gilles rear sets, Brembo brakes, Olin suspension, Pro-Tie hardware. Yes, sir. This is how you make a BMW. Anyhow, back to that clutch. A couple final bolts going in on that cover. This is almost done. One more second, we can take it outside. You can see we've already connected the push rod. As soon as these bolts are torqued down, we're going to bring this bike outside and fire it up. So stay tuned for that. Alright, some overall feedback. The instructions are alright, but not necessarily the best. I mean, they do leave a couple areas kind of vague. They could give us a little more information, but all in all, it's not that hard. You know, We said earlier, probably take about 3 hours. You know, that's if you've done it before. If you don't have all the tools, if you're not quite ready, it might take you 4. But really, a good mechanic, a proper dealership should have this job done in 3 solid hours. Right around there. And it just really completes this bike. We're going to get it off the lift and fire it up in just a moment. Oh my God, are you ready? The first STM dry clutch conversion kit on a BMW S1000RR, at least of this year, in the USA. Oh man, I'm in love. It's the Big Toddy, baby. Absolutely gorgeous, super cool, functioning perfectly. I mean, we're going to put it on the road and test it, but that's as cool as it gets. Not a leak in sight. Beautiful. Go ahead, pull the clutch and pop it in gear. Kickstand too, though. How cool. Just like a Ducati clutch. Awesome.
I know.
Guys, this could just be the coolest BMW S1000RR in the world. Absolutely loaded with goodies from your favorite #1 parts store, Bellissimoto. Yeah, those guys right there. Check it out. We just got the STM dry clutch conversion kits. They arrived yesterday. It was installed today. It's working. It is functioning. Richard already took it for a quick spin. We fired it up in the last video. As you can see, no leaks. This thing is just absolutely gorgeous. Just like the bike it is installed on. Yeah. None of those mistakes BMW made to be found here. Instead of a Nissan Master Cylinder, you're going to find a Brembo RCS. Instead of a, whatever Hayes caliper, you've got a Brembo caliper. And you've got Brembo T-drive rotors. Like I said, this bike is just absolutely loaded. And it's only going to get better and better. We've got an Aero full titanium race exhaust to replace that SC project coming soon.